Hi, I'm Tom Hunt, and you're watching 7 Minutes of Wisdom. And today we're talking about help marketing. So, when you hear those words, help and marketing, what I hope they make you think in your head is that we're approaching a market, a segment of people, and we're trying to help them in order to ultimately help them some more with our products and services. And that is exactly what help marketing is helping people up until the point where you can help them more via a transaction. So before we jump into the four-step process that I apply to any online business that makes up help marketing, we really need to look at your business or my business in one very simple model that I think makes a whole lot of sense when you really get with this. So if you imagine your ideal customer over here, and because he's at the start of his journey, this specific journey that he's on, he's actually quite sad, and I can't do a sad face, so I'm just going to like fold him over like this. So he's here and he's currently sad, and then you can imagine your customer here, very happy, like standing very tall, after they've been on this journey with your business. So if we just visualize this timeline, the distance between these two emotional states for your customer is the amount that you can charge for your product. And the amount of people that you get from here to here is the amount of happy customers you will have. So if you really think about the job, what the role of your business is in this world, is to take customers from here in this sort of sad, depressed, emotional state to this proud, happy, loving life emotional state over here. So that is really a visualization of business that I really like using, and it fits in very well into this model called help marketing. So as I mentioned, the four stages, they are: first, we have to understand exactly who that customer is. So we call it the customer avatar. Second, we have to activate this customer. Third, we have to develop this customer. And then fourth, we have to start harvesting more of this customer. So this is really, who is this person, getting them to start the journey with you, continuing them on the journey, and this is ultimately where the sale happens just after step 3. And then step 4 is sort of learning about this and then getting more customers to come around to step 1. So first, why is it important to know who this customer is? With the ability to reach almost anybody on the internet at the moment, if you start a business and you're talking to everybody, it basically means you're talking to no one, because everybody's bombarded by so many messages of people trying to help them on the internet today. If you do not differentiate yourself and really explain to them why you know them and why you can help them specifically, their type of person specifically, then you're just going to get ignored. So first, and this gets really deep, we don't have time to go into this now, but you need to create a Facebook profile for your person, add the stuff that they like, add a picture for them, add their name. So you have this visualization of this person online, so it is very, very clear who they are. Now, step 2 is activating this customer. You have to understand what is the first simple thing that you can give to this person to enable them to take the first step with you. And it's usually in exchange for a permission asset, say a Facebook like, a Twitter follow, or an email address. So you have to understand one very simple thing. Usually a piece of information that's a low economic cost to you but has a high economic value to them. And then when you give them this thing, you allowing them to sort of build trust, and you build yourself for the credibility in their eyes, but then also you're enabling them to build a belief in themselves that they can actually move from emotional state A to emotional state B. So that's customer activation. Customer development, you then need to go back to your timeline, and so the customer activation step's probably just here. Like they're just sort of starting to believe that they can do this because they've had this piece of information or this special discount from you to activate them. You now have a permission asset. You now need to understand what are the exact steps you need to go through to go from here to here. And it may be sort of some more free information, and maybe like a blog post earlier on. It might be a small product here. It might be your core product and then like an upsell at the end. So what we really have to do here is understand the journey, everything that they need to do in order to get to this emotional state, and then place the information or the products on that timeline with the paid products usually starting about 75% of the way through. So they're spending 75% getting to know you, learning from you, like making sure basically that you're one of the good guys out there because you're giving them so much value up front. We're basically allowed to do this because the internet has allowed like the free flow of information. Now it doesn't cost like £15 to send a set of CDs over to Australia so someone can learn your information. You can literally send them a PDF or give them access to a membership site, which is very low cost. So this is customer activation, is understanding the journey from here to here and then placing specific piece of information or products on that journey so they can invest in you. And then the final stage is once you have a couple of people flowing through this sequence, once you have like a small email list building, and once you have maybe a few people investing in your products, you then, in customer harvesting, understand who that person is, get them on the phone, understand exactly who they are, like why they found you, how they found you, and then use the specific channels that they mention that they found you on, if they're the right customer and if you're helping them, to go back to that channel and then invest more either time or money to send more people to step 2, which is the activation step. So just to share a channel that's actually been working really well for us recently is actually Reddit. Reddit is a very strange online community. You cannot just go to Reddit and post like a link back to your sales page or to your blog. Like you won't get anything and you'll probably get marked as spam. But if you target a few subreddits in your niche, spend time commenting, upvoting, like connecting with people, and then actually go back and post text posts that do have links within the text post to the stuff that you're promoting, but make sure the text is well written and adds value on that subreddit. That can drive massive traffic. So I don't have time to go into all the harvesting channels, but that's just one that's working for me at the moment, but it does take time. So that really is the 4 steps of help marketing. If anybody has any questions, I'm going to be in the comments below, so please write them in there, and I'll happily jump on and give some advice on any sort of business or any of your marketing that you may have.